Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to Gramza Market Studies for Monday, October 26th. On Friday we were looking for follow through to the upside. That is the behavior we have in the NASDAQ market. I'm looking for that to continue, but more in the reserve type mode. In other words, about the same size of range that we see for Friday's action. In the currencies, the euro continues weaker as the dollar continued stronger across the board here. What are we looking for? I'm looking for continued downward pressure about half the size of this range, so look for it to slow down a tad bit. And when it comes to interest rates, they backed off. It makes sense. I'm looking for continued weakness to the downside in the 10-year notes. And gold, not really sure what to do with gold. In other words, it's a market that isn't sure what it wants to do. It tried to rally, but it backed off. I look for a sideways move for Monday in that market. Same thing holds true for crude oil. I don't think we've seen the lows yet. I'm looking for this market to give us weaker movement, but I think it's going to happen more midweek. And when it comes to the grains, soybeans we are looking for unchanged to lower. I'm looking for more of the same on Monday. However, not a downward movement, but more of an unchanged type movement, a sideways move in that market. And that concludes today's market studies. Thank you for being with me. Look forward to being with you again. And as always, take care.